I've selected a nominee who is widely recognized not only as one of America's sharpest legal minds, but someone who brings to his work a spirit of decency, modesty, integrity, even-handedness, and excellence.
Judge Merrick Garland, Chief Justice of the U.S. Court of Appeals, was nominated by President Obama to the Supreme Court on Wednesday. But the pick has already become a political football.
To suggest that someone as qualified and respected as Merrick Garland doesn't even deserve a hearing, let alone an up or down vote, to join an institution as important as our Supreme Court, when 2/3 of Americans believe otherwise, that would be unprecedented.
There's just one problem. Senate Republicans don't agree. They have vowed to not hold hearings for a nominee and quickly doubled down on their target message, arguing that it is the voters who should decide who will nominate the next justice when they elect a new president. By a variety of accounts, Judge Garland is considered a judicial moderate.
I think Merrick Garland would put them in the toughest spot because he's been on the D.C. Circuit a long time and is highly respected, I think, by judges on both sides and by some of the Republican senators.
But many GOP senators are trying to argue that it's not Garland who is the problem.
What we're talking about is a principle and not a person. Give the people a voice in filling this vacancy.
That's a message being touted by GOP senators pretty much across the line.
You know, it's not about the person. It's not about the president. It's about protecting the integrity of the court from the politics of this corrosive presidential election.
The majority of Americans believe the Senate should hold hearings, but the majority of Republicans believe they should not hold hearings. Republicans who are up for re-election, like New Hampshire Senator Kelly Ayotte, likely see that as a clear indication that they should hold firm. She issued a statement saying she believes the American people deserve to have a voice in the direction of the court. In the past, both Democrats and Republicans have tried to argue that a president of the opposite party, in his last year in office, shouldn't be allowed to nominate a justice.
The Senate Judiciary Committee should seriously consider not scheduling confirmation hearings on the nomination.
But in spite of that, nominees have gone on to be confirmed. A GOP refusal to even hold a hearing would set a precedent for future nominees, and depending on who wins in November, could backfire on Republicans. If they pass on Garland and Hillary Clinton wins the presidency, she might use her political momentum to nominate someone to the bench who's seen as far more liberal.